Hey everybody, and welcome to Amateur Experts. I'm Steve, and I'm going to be your host today. Anyone who knows me well knows I am always 100% behind on everything relevant in the world. This is especially true with movies and TV shows. I see a trailer for a movie, and I tell myself, that looks good, I'm going to see that. And then 2 years pass by, and I'm like, hey, did that movie come out yet? So anyway, a few years ago, I saw that M. Night Shyamalan's The Village came to Netflix. And so I asked my friends about it, and they said that it was awful. Naturally, I watched it anyway, because I'm curious by nature. And I didn't think it was all that terrible. I mean, fundamentally, it was a movie. And I'd seen much worse from bigger productions. Mostly, I felt there was a specific scene in the middle that ruined the entire premise before they could even get to it. And that if they had just edited it a little differently, the movie would have been more impressive. Maybe not a masterpiece, but more impressive. So I'm testing this theory and experimenting on my friend who has never seen the movie before. So stay tuned for my late review of M. Night Shyamalan The Village and an answer to the question, can I make The Village a better movie with just one edit? Let's find out. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Amateur Experts. I'm Steve, your host today. And today we have a special guest, Osman Martinez.
Hey guys.
So today we're going to be doing an amateur review of the 2004 movie, The Village. Osman, have you ever seen The Village before?
I have not.
Okay, but what do you know about the movie?
Well, I know that it's a village that's far away from any other civilization.
Okay, but you don't know anything else?
Nothing else.
Perfect. Okay, so I want to show you, Osman, the Rotten Tomatoes score for The Village. As you can see, this is the cover of the poster, so it's kind of like a suspense thriller type movie. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 43%, while audience score is 57%. So there's definitely some people that like it, some people that hate it, but critics for the most part did not like it.
I can see that, yeah.
So obviously I saw the movie, Osman, and I didn't think it was all that terrible. Specifically, I thought they made a fatal flaw in their editing, and that's what ruined the movie. There was a scene in the middle of the movie that I think kind of just destroyed the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you watch the movie, but I'm going to edit that scene out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to see how you feel about it, and then I'll show you the that scene again and where it was, and then you tell me if that would have changed the experience for you.
Sounds great.
Sounds good. So we watched The Village, right?
Yes.
Before we showed it to him, we took a large chunk of the movie out. Specifically, the scene where he takes Ivy into the shed and shows her the suit, and then goes on to explain all of that stuff. We wanted to record our reactions while watching it, but my camera, we wanted to do it in complete darkness for effect. So my camera wasn't able to pick us up, and we didn't want any lights. So, Osman, the first time you saw the movie, with the scene taken out, what did you think of it?
Well, I thought that it was a really good movie. I really enjoy her acting. Yeah, and it made sense that you removed that scene. It would have given away the plot way too fast, way too quickly. That specific scene would have given it away very badly. Yeah.
So let me ask you, with the scene removed, did the movie fool you?
I was kind of expecting it. I think that it was hint a little bit stronger in the script, and a little bit of the choice of words that they did, and maybe giving a little bit of context with the year or what they were trying to accomplish would have helped a little bit. But I kind of saw it coming a little bit.
One thing you mentioned though is that there was a point where you started feeling suspicious.
Yes.
That something was going on. Right? When was that moment?
So when they showcased the cases, the boxes that they had, that reminded them what they had left behind, and then quoting that that they suffer loss and they were running away from something. It kind of made me think that they were leaving some sort of civilization behind to be away.
So let me ask you. So watching the movie with that chunk of scene taken out, how would you rate that movie out of 1 to 10?
I would give it a 7.5.
7.5 out of 10? Okay. And if we had left that scene in, what would you give it?
Oh, maybe a 5 or a 6, yeah.
A 5? Okay, so it does impact.
Absolutely, yeah.
But would you say you enjoyed the movie overall?
Yeah, I did, absolutely. I really enjoy Ivy and Lucius.
Yeah.
Scenes. Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, really nice story
Yeah.
there. All right, fantastic. Well, thank you, Osmond, for joining us.
Absolutely.
This was another amateur review from Amateur Experts. See you next time.
And there you have it, guys. It looks like you can make The Village a little better of a movie with just a single edit. At least according to Osman and myself. Personally, I thought the premise was pretty cool. It felt somewhat claustrophobic, and a setting of simple farm folk with no weapons going against ancient monsters is a nice change from the CG-heavy films. And I do like my CG-heavy films. Most of them, at least. The characters were believable, the acting was fantastic, and I really did start to feel for some of these characters. I think I mostly felt for Lucius, and then Ivy became the main character, and I lost a little bit of that connection, but it wasn't enough to take me out of the movie. And of course you know my biggest issue with this movie. That one scene, they gave away the entire mystery right in the middle of the movie. I assume what they were going for was, we're gonna make them think they're not real. But based on this one obscure thing that this guy said, we're gonna make them fear him even more, because they actually are real. Yeah, you didn't have to do that. We already thought they were real. You already made us fear them. And the costumes were pretty dope, albeit slightly funny when they had to run. So, anyway, all in all, I didn't hate it. I've watched it a few times since then, and I'd probably watch it again if I didn't have any other options. If I had to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6. But me personally, editing that scene out, or at least moving that scene to right before the reveal about Noah, I'd bump it up to a 7 or 8. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But before you go, I'd like your help with something. Take a look.
This was another amateur review from Amateur Experts. See you next time. All right. Awesome.
That was fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it's I mean, to be honest, I really like those type of movies, like the one
Yeah.
that you have to like,
Think.
think.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at finding them, like,
Figuring stuff out.
figuring stuff out.
Yeah, Osman is a pretty sharp guy. So are there any other movies you guys know of that I could test on him? You know, maybe something that's like a mystery to be solved or something along those lines? Leave a comment below and let me know. I would love to do another video like this with him again. Well, that's going to do it for today's late review. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Amateur Experts.